Wait, Scotty's Animals is breeding? So I got a message this morning and it said, hey, is this you? And they sent me a picture, a screenshot of a Facebook page, Scotty's Animals, and it had rabbits listed for sale, it had chickens, it had guinea pigs, and you could tell that there were new babies being born, that they were breeding rabbits, chickens, guinea pigs. And I was like, that's not me. You know, I've been working for over a decade with a lot of different guinea pig rescues and small animal rescues. I've been volunteering at the Los Angeles Guinea Pig Rescue for over 12 years now, facilitating adoptions for over 10 years, doing transport and building relationships with shelters and rescues all around the country, and helping people and answering questions about guinea pig care from people all around the world. And so when I saw this page, and when this person thought that it was me, my heart broke a little bit, because if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm an advocate for adoption. And with such a huge homeless animal crisis, especially here in California, but you know, when I go on Petfinder and I search pretty much any place, I see guinea pigs available, at least within 100 miles or so. People reach out to me and they say, oh, there's not a dedicated rescue near me. And so I always go on Petfinder and I search for guinea pigs and other small animals. And when people say that they can't find any guinea pigs near them, you know, then I always want to take a second look. Let's get back to the Scotty's Animals page. So I reached out and I said, you know, hey, it's Scotty, like I start every video. And I introduced myself and what I've been up to for the last many years, what we just talked about. And I said, you know, I doubt that I can ask you to change your Facebook page name. And I doubt that they are breaking any rules on Facebook, because I'm sure that you could have the same name. But I wanted to avoid any confusion that someone would think. It's kind of interesting, ironic, amazing that there would be another Scotty's Animals page and they would be breeding guinea pigs, which freaked me out actually. And the person that I talked to, also named Scott, actually was very nice, very open, and very receptive. And the first thing that he said to me was, yes, some of my customers have been complaining about the Facebook page name. And I said, is that because they've heard of me? I'm famous in Kansas. Now, as much as that is kind of amazing, the only reason why I want to get my word out, the only reason why I'd like to be famous in Kansas, is because that means people searching for guinea pigs have heard of my rescue work, are familiar with my guinea pig care guide, and are then prepared to give these piggies the best life possible. And that they know that I hope people will adopt and not shop whenever possible. Now, I also said to this nice person, I said, you know, despite the fact that in some respects we have opposite missions, we both care a great deal about animals and want them to live the best life. And I asked, you know, because they said, well, they were actually extremely open to changing the name of their page. I hope they will. And I told them I feel extremely bad that, you know, I would even ask them to do this, because I know that they probably have every right to do it, to have that name. You know, I imagine like that there are a bunch of restaurants, cafes, all sorts of businesses with the same name in different locations. But I don't want anybody to be confused, to think that I'm breeding, to think that we are the same person, the same entity, the same with diametrically opposed missions. So, and then I got to thinking, I wonder if there are any guinea pigs or rabbits on Petfinder in Kansas. Now, Kansas is a pretty big state, but I thought I would check it out. So this is what I found.
Frederick, Kansas is pretty much in the middle of the state. And as you can see, 70 miles away. Okay, Wichita, Kansas, Mochi, Fluffle Puff Rabbit Rescue. Fluffle Puff. And then if we look, there's another rabbit there. That's King Sombra, also at Fluffle Puff Rabbit Rescue in Wichita. Okay, there was another one, and this one, Blossom, is also in Wichita at the Kansas Humane Society of Wichita. Okay, and there, one more. Let's look at the listing. One more. That is Mania at Peachy Farms, Inc. Peachy Farms, Inc., which is also a rescue near Wichita. Okay, now let's switch locations to Kansas City. All right, look, 18 miles. There's a lot of rabbits nearby. Let's check out Blanche. Let's see, Dutchy Buns Rescue in Kansas City. Okay, let's take a look at June. Where are they? Missouri House Rabbit Society, Kansas City. Okay, now let's look at guinea pigs in Kansas City. Oh, there's a bunch of them 10 miles away. So let's look at, this is River. Melissa's Menageries Second Chances in Shawnee, Kansas. Okay, let's keep looking. Let's look at, okay, Casper, 10 miles away also. Casper, also Melissa's Menageries Second Chances. Okay, let's keep looking. All right, so let's see, 13 miles away for Chester and Butter. The Guinea Garden, Kansas City, Missouri. So there's just so many pigs, so many rabbits. I don't even want to look for chickens.
Now, besides these posts, I did notice that in the surrounding states, there were a fair amount of guinea pigs available in, say, Colorado, which is a bordering state, and in, what's the state above Kansas?
Nebraska.
Geography was not my strong suit in school. The way Petfinder works, you can search up to 100 miles, or you can then search anywhere, but you can have nearest prioritize that list. So they're, depending on which city in Kansas, there, and then the next state over was Missouri, right? But in all of the surrounding states, there did seem to be guinea pigs available for adoption, and some in Kansas. Now, you search for your pet, and then you can see what the organization is, and it usually gives you the contact information that they have listed for that organization. So I don't necessarily want to take away from this person's business, but like I said, we have opposite missions in a way. I told Scott that he can give my care guide, care information to anyone who gets guinea pigs from him, and I would be happy to help them with any care questions, any questions about guinea pig illness, things like that. There's a contact page on my website, and I said that they can reach out to me, and I'll do my best to help them. So that offer stands to him, to his potential customers, and of course to you guys. And I really hope that anybody thinking about getting guinea pigs will adopt and not shop, because there are so many homeless animals, homeless guinea pigs, homeless rabbits, you name it. If they can breed it, if they can sell it in a pet store, there are going to be many of them in shelters and rescues all across the country and all across the world. And I told Scott, I'm working towards a world where the rescues and the shelters are not full, where they're empty, and where the only way that you can find these lovable, sweet animals is at a responsible breeder that cares for the well-being of the animals that they are selling. Now, we're really far off from that world, because it seems like there will always be accidental litters, and it seems like the big box pet stores are never going away. And we've been talking about that lately in some of the recent videos. But I have no problem with breeders in the scenario where there aren't homeless animals that they are competing against. But it actually does hearten me quite a bit to think that people reached out to him saying, hey, change your Facebook name, because there's another Scotty out there that's trying really hard to spread awareness about guinea pigs, especially the ones that are in shelters and rescues, and advocating for proper care. So again, that's what I told Scott. I said, we have different methods. We are in some ways opposites about what we are doing on a day-to-day basis, but we both care about animals, and we want them to live happy, healthy, long lives where they feel safe and secure. And to that end, I wish Scott luck, and I hope that someday this problem that I'm working to fix goes away, and that the rescuers and the breeders can really work together. So I hope that day comes soon. With your help, maybe we can get there sooner than we expect. But today and tomorrow and for the foreseeable future, there's going to be an overwhelming need for rescues and shelters. And I'm trying to do my best to raise awareness, to help people give their piggies the best lives, to save money, to save time, to make the care of these animals easier and more affordable, and to really help you see them as the amazing creatures they are, to bond with them, to love them, so that barring any horrible emergency or tragedy, these animals will stay in the homes that they're in and live long, happy lives. So thank you guys so much for indulging me in this kind of a weird video, but it seems to get at the core of what our mission is. So if you're not part of our guinea pig community, you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do that. It really helps the channel grow, reach more people. Hit that like button. That will help this specific video reach more people. And that's really important, because I don't want people thinking that I'm breeding guinea pigs, I'm shooting myself in the foot, and that I've turned my back on my values and all of the hard work that we have done together. All right, until next time, thanks for watching. I'm going to put my rescue adventures playlist right here. So if you want some happy stories, now I always say that rescue starts out as maybe some unfortunate event, and we do our best to turn that around and make a happy ending.